UMUADA IGBO, with all its honor, pomp and colors, engenders our responsibility and allegiance to our Igbo heritage, culture and tradition, which are the embodiment of our strong and enviable Igbo family values and extended family system. As an organization, UMUADA IGBO is a non-political and non-governmental organization. Its membership is derived from the UMUADA citizens of Nigeria's 7 Igbo-speaking states: Abia, Anambra, Delta, Ebonyi, Enugu, Imo, and Rivers. It is formed and registered in the United States of America as an organization for the education and advancement of women, to promote and propagate our Igbo language, culture, and tradition. In other words, to inculcate in our people and children our time-honored enviable family values and extended family system and relationships. Above all, it is incepted to promote peace, progress, unity, and camaraderie among our women, families, and Igbos in general. Our motto: integrity, unity, peace, and progress.
Of course, the vision is for UMUADA IGBO. So all these 7 Igbo-speaking states, the women, to be able to come together to support, one another, to be your sister's keeper. Of course, women have powers. They manage their family, and if the women are not doing very well, then everything will not be good for our Igbo land. So to be our sister's keeper, to help one another, both in education, both in job, and of course in the United States. It's a lot of us in the United States, and from United States to Nigeria, it's a long way. So I figured that if we can support each other there, we can make a lot of progress. First of all, I called few women, my friends, one day in a restaurant. Then I told them that I have something in mind, I have a vision. And that particular time, my husband was sick, but I'm having a lot of help. You know how I was able to talk to a few women, call them for a meeting, and they came. I said, think about it. If we come together, you will be having support just like me. The next meeting, we're about 70. The first one I called, we have 35. The next one, we're 70. And by the time you know it, that's how it started. And that it just, my heartfelt love for the culture of Igbo land, for our people. The organization right now, I would say, is 13 years. A lot of challenges, because of course, women, it's not easy. It's not easy to bring women together and for them to believe in what you're saying and for them to obey and follow the rules of the organization. That's their challenges. But as the year goes by, they know there's rules and regulations. They know that the organization has structure. But I build a structure that when you come, we have to interview you. It's selected few. And then you join. Honestly, I would say there's no discouraging moment because I knew this would be done. So it doesn't really matter, because you see, forming a big organization or empire like this, you will still have some people that, is not following the rules and regulations or is trying to, but it was not discouraging to me. Honestly, thank God for the people I have around me, the executives that started the organization with me. They are really, really good, and they supported me in any way and look after me. For some reason, I don't know, I am very, very lucky in that any president that I put in charge in any state, they are very good. You can see your president, Ezinne Lilian Ongubo. You see, she is humble. With that humbleness and her experience, she was able to put you guys together, somebody like you, and you can see you guys are living very happily, supporting each other, being there for each other. This is it for the organization. That you see, let's say that the president you have in Abuja is not somebody with good head, with maturity. If running that Abuja by now, things are on fire. From what I will expect from an organization, this organization will be whereby the organization will now be a big name in the country, whereby they will support our children, whereby our children, the ones that are doing good in education, in any field, they will be supported to the highest. If they cannot afford it, if their parents cannot afford it, we support them in education financially, whereby if any of our people that is running, like I say, a governor of our states in Igbo land, who know who the person is, who support the right person, that have good character, that will be able to nurture the state, with sincerity. So in 20 years' time, this is what I'm looking at, that we'll get to that point. And I learned, and I know, even our children in Lagos, they don't speak Igbo. And you know it's true. Our children in Abuja, they don't speak Igbo. It's true. That's would be what I would like. The ones in abroad, like in America, they don't speak Igbo. But I would say more or less, these ones we have in Abuja and Lagos, let them try to speak Igbo. You all try to make them to speak Igbo. Because it will be easier for them to speak Igbo here. You will have Igbo teachers that teach our language. Than them now, they don't know their roots anymore. Look at the ones in America, but at least these ones in Nigeria and let them speak Igbo, let them know their roots, let them visit home. You see how I came back and I carried my son. He came with me. Some of these ones in Lagos, Abuja, they haven't even visited home for a long time. So that's what I would like. There are certain benefits. Let's say a member, the husband died, or a member died, which is in the constitution, there's a benefit. Members contribute for that. In America, we don't have problem for that. They contribute and and support the member to help. Okay, so this is really how we fund the organization. And then when we do inauguration, and like we'll be doing, we get support, we get money. Take care, but every member, when you come, you have your constitution, you know what the rules are here. So, registration fee, I had these things you mentioned, monthly dues, and then like your inauguration now, you will have money to be running this thing, because there will be like people invited to support the organization. Yes. So your question is that some of our ladies, when they're taken to America, they start acting up. And they start maltreating their husband. And they abandon the husband and do it. So I'm not going to lie to you. Your question is a good question. And what you said is true. But of course, I'm glad you said some of them. So not everybody. Some of them, which is true. The organization is talking about it, especially among our members. That's why we do interview. If we see you are the type that destroying marriage, destroying our men, our Igbo men, that's your husband, we don't take you. You see why the interview? So we don't take you because we want to leave, example, a good example. So that's why we do the interview, to check your background. But what you said is true. Some people are doing it. But for our organization, we have to screen you. Because that thing they're doing to our men, they brought you, you became rich, you start working, you start maltreating your husband. Of course, it's not good. So I don't like it personally. So when you put your application, I have to ask questions. Any of these things you said now, you are not accepted. You go on your own. And because you will know, people will tell us who. When you feel like they will say that woman. You know what I mean? Of course, all fingers are not equal. And the organization is younger than 1 year. those that are rich, just like when we do something in US, those that are rich support us, among us, support the organization financially. They support contributions, they support the organization. So I'm encouraging them and I'm begging them to say, as this convention is coming close, to please, I know all fingers are on, I know there's general money that is taxed for you all, but those that have, please let them support the organization, let them support more and give more to help the organization to grow, to help to make it easy, to be there for each other, to please be there for the executives, be there for the president. It's not easy. The president is trying, but she cannot do it alone. Love each other, respect each other. If there's any problem or disturbing you, call the president quietly. Don't challenge her in front of the meeting. When you do that in front of the meeting, another person will try that, which is true. Whether you have money, don't challenge her in front of the meeting. A president is a president. You can call her on the side later after the meeting, but and talk to her, or say this person did this, or one of the executives did this. Because if you keep jumping up and down, or because you have money, and then they start fearing you, it will not work. So that's what I would beg the branch to please cooperate with the executives, more especially the president. Don't challenge the executive in front of the general house, especially the president. Call her with love and respect and aim your view, and everything will be resolved. The less privileged at home, like I know, like a year ago, we extended love and support. There's a few schools that have problem that we gave few things. Now, I'm planning that in future, how we're going to map out how to support among our members. We come from different states and different towns or villages. How we're going to do it so it will not be a problem, like this person will say, oh, you supported this village and then you didn't support this village. How we're going to narrow it down is one of the things that I want to discuss when I come to Abuja. That way, maybe we'll do for few people in your state, few people from this state, so everybody will be happy. So there will be no discrimination. So those are the things I want to discuss in Abuja. Since you guys live here, I said, okay, when we come on ground, we're going to go ahead and do medical mission. We're going to support the school for the blind in Capital Territory, which a few years ago, I bought the manual braille. A few years ago, the school for the blind. So, but when I come now, then now we'll see how for the people in the how we can do it, because there's a lot of our kids there, especially students that that have brain that wants to go to school, that is doing very well. My advice will be to please let's make our home a living home. Our home, those of us that are married, please let's love and respect our husband. Let's be there for him, whether he's making money or not. He is still the head of household. Especially those that live in the cities, like abroad, we have to support them, we have to love them, and we have to give them the due respect, and we have to teach our children also how to behave and love each other and love their father and love their mother with love and with respect.
Hello, my name is Christina Waiwu, and I am the National President of UMUADA IGBO Organization, USA Inc. I reside in Dallas, Texas, and that makes me a member of Dallas-Fort Worth branch of UMUADA IGBO. We inculcate our tradition into our children and making for family values. Above all, UMUADA IGBO is incepted to promote peace, progress, unity, and camaraderie among women, families, and Igbos in general. It serves as a network for women. Women from various fields of life can come together, brainstorm on ways to improve ourselves and our communities at home and in diaspora. We also do a lot of humanitarian mission to assist the needy and in our societies. We're also a social club that promotes love, respect, and encouragement among the women. In Dallas, we have over 100 members, and we're the largest women group. Our impact is very much felt in Dallas community because most of our men encourage their wives to join. That speaks a lot about us. And also, we have membership in over 15 states in the USA, also in Canada, Abuja, and Lagos. Your other question is, what is the attracting factor that will make an intending member want to join? There's a lot of networking, a lot of support in our different businesses, and most important, the love and sisterhood we share. Whatever state you go to and there's an UMUADA IGBO member, you are home because you'll be treated as a family member there. We also do a lot of humanitarian missions such as food bank and homeless shelters. We also assist our children by being a regular contributor to UMUADA IGBO Unites. This is a version of IGBO organization for our young adults. We are a very select group of women, and membership is by strict interview. For the way forward, we continue to bring social, cultural, educational, health, and professional awareness among the Igbo ladies in order to promote self-esteem among us. Our aim is to reach out to all parts of the world, Asia, United Kingdom, you name it, Africa, to spread among awareness, love, culture, and growth among the Igbo women. And we look forward to doing this, and we enjoy doing this. And I want to especially thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about UMUADA IGBO, and I hope to see you soon.
The mission of UMUADA IGBO Association is to teach our children our culture and language, create employment for women, offer scholarships to children, visit the School of the Blind, orphanages, and less privileged homes.
And teacher ọma unu ke afa ya. Onye nkuzi ndewo. Ndị ọmalịcha bịara ineta ụmụ anyị taa, ndewo no. Ndị amụ na ọfụma nnụ. The organization is UMUADA IGBO Organization, who want to promote the great values of Igbo culture, our language, our family values, our respect for one another, our entrepreneurial spirit, our progressiveness. So that is what this organization does. We also do humanitarian outreaches. We do free medical treatment to help the sick. We have motherless homes that depend on us. The Jabi School of the Blind, we have given them brails for over 60 students not long ago. So we have a lot of activities in a way that we try to help the people in our environment. Number one motive to join this group is that you are passionate about who you are and the culture that you grew up in. So you want to promote it. You don't want your children not to know it. You don't want your children not to know your language. Most of our Igbo children are not speaking Igbo. Fathers Igbo. My Igbo are soccer. Fathers Igbo. So I sure in us Godo Igbo is so Igbo. Even if you speak English, speak Igbo. You speak Hausa, speak Igbo. You speak Yoruba, speak Igbo. So Igbo Igbo. So if I talk online, that's number one motive for people. When they now come in, we now network to support each other. We put our hands and our pockets together to do community work, to do humanitarian work, and to help each other, to empower women, to give scholarships. So we're doing that, and we're also doing our usual day-to-day work and running our families. Come along and come and identify with this group. Come and identify with us. Come and be at home with us. That is what come and see people who have like minds. Come and join hands with us to grow this Nigerian children. That we give scholarship to children, that the women that we empower, the sick that we help through free medical treatment. Should join hands with us and ensure that Nigeria is safer and better for us
UMUADA IGBO Association give awards of recognition to people, cater for out-of-school children, to show love to all around us, create opportunities for women to unwind, hold workshops, talks, and seminars where we share problems and find solutions, give free medical checks for people, free medications as well, to ensure that we speak Igbo, act and dance in Igbo language.
UMUADA IGBO is about to embark on a humanitarian mission job to go and see the motherless and the people that need our help. So UMUADA IGBO is about to join the bus. Get on the line.
So what do you want guys to know?
And then we will be back soon. We are leaving the hotel. We're leaving the hotel. So we are leaving. UMUADA IGBO is leaving the hotel. We're about to leave. UMUADA IGBO!
Kanya fulu konu gekunu. Ego yiba dejeleti.
We are the pioneer branch in Nigeria, Abuja branch. UMUADA IGBO, as we like to call it here, has a lot of objectives. Number one, that brings all of us together, is the general objective of rallying around all Igbo women together. We want to go back to our roots. We want to go back to our culture. We want to go back to that love that we shared or we are still sharing in Igbo land. We want to sensitize the women because women are the owners of the home. We want to sensitize the women to teach our children our language, to teach our children our culture, to teach our children what it takes to be thick in Igbo land. Because we are really thick. In UMUADA IGBO in Abuja, we have created opportunities for empowerment of women. We have given Igbo children scholarship. And even in this convention, we are going to do same. We have even helped people that are not Igbos that we can encounter. Because we are looking at what will help women overall. So for us, while we have the focus of the Igbo women, but that will not stop us to reach out to a non-Igbo person as long as that person is a woman. Before now, we have gone around schools to dictate intelligent Igbo children, and we are going to give them scholarship that day. Government schools in Abuja. The UMUADA IGBO, it's not only to raise money and give people scholarship. We share a lot of love. So many women don't have time for themselves. The UMUADA IGBO creates an opportunity for women to come out and unwind. When you join us, you will have a taste of what we are doing. We also give talks in our meetings. We share our problems in our meetings. We give advice in our meetings. UMUADA IGBO has gone around some churches in the past and some events in the past and provided medical checkups for women and for the people that gathered there. You have counselors that will counsel you and help you to know what is bothering you. We have people that are ready to give you medication free of charge if you find that you need that help when you come to UMUADA IGBO. If you are not a member of UMUADA where you are and you do not have any tentacles with UMUADA IGBO, in future you may not have a say in Igbo land. If you give our women problem and we find out, we will come after that person. We are a highly disciplined set of women. UMUADA is not a where women gossip. It is where women bring out their ideas, which is always very rich, to take Nigeria forward.
When we started, we had few members. We started managing. At the end of the day, we have a lot of members that are interested now to join the group. Even for now, we have more than what we expected. We love ourselves as sisters.
Some of our upcoming branches are Lagos, Imo, and Enugu State.
Ịbụ nwaada Igbo, ịbanye ngụkwa n'otu anyị, ife eji mara anyị bụ ọmalịcha ụmụada Igbo. Ihe anyị na-emebi ịkwalite asụsụ anyị na omenala anyị na mba ụwa niile. Anyị nọkwa n'ebe dị iche iche. Anyị nọkwa n'Europe, anyị nọ na America, wee nọrọkwa na Nigeria. Ụbọchị taa, anyị na-anabata ụmụada anyị si mba America, nke a na-akpọ mba ofesi wee bịa. dịka m na-ekwu okwu a anọ m n'ebe a na-akpọ Hilton n'obodo a na-akpọ Abuja nke dị na Naịjirịa, nke bụkwa kapitalụ nke Naịjirịa, bewu isi obodo ebe onye isi ala nọ. Taa anyị na-anabata ụmụada, ụmụ ọmalịcha ada ụmụada Igbo si Amerịka, si mba ofesi wee na-abata. Ụmụada anyị nnọọ.
Mommy bibi ni malama mbombo. Mommy bibi ni malama mbombo le chimereze namada poena ya mbombo le chimereze namada poena ya oyoyo. Hello. Hi. I want to eat food. No, one in the middle. Okay. Where?